The community difference Wylie is made possible by Vanessa Cole, owner of the Way Leadership, Janice Greenlee with Green Root Capital, Andrea Kincannon with the Kincannon Agency, Scott Johnson with Fireboss Realty, Jackie Tobar with proven national title, Give Me One and I'll Earn the Rest. The community difference Wylie, together, we can make the difference. And now, back to the show.
Hello. Sorry. Good morning, Wylie. Welcome to the Community Difference Wylie, a podcast firmly rooted at the intersection of business development and community involvement. I'm your host, Jackie Tobar, with Proven National Title. At Proven, we specialize in closing residential and commercial real estate transactions across all 254 counties in Texas. More than just a closing, title insurance safeguards your private property rights. Today, in today's climate of prevalent seller impersonation fraud, title insurance is crucial. My motto is give me one, I'll earn the rest, and I look forward to handling your next real estate transaction. So don't forget to let your real estate agent or lender know that you want to close with Proven National Title. Today's show guarantees excitement as we explore our business topic in depth. This August, we are, I'm so sorry. There's a little bit of typo. We are looking at differentiation, the art of standing out in a crowded market. And in order to help me with this topic, I would like to bring in my co-hosts. Lyndon, bring them in. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, everybody.
I would like to first introduce Vanessa Cole. She is the innovative founder of The Way Leadership, offering customized coaching solutions for personal and team development. Drawing from extensive experience in project management, Vanessa expertly blends strategic vision with practical insights to propel organizational success. Through one-on-one coaching, group sessions, or team workshops, she creates tailored frameworks that drive sustainable growth and lasting achievement. Ready to embark on a transformative journey? Vanessa invites you to start something new together. Hey, Vanessa.
Hey.
We also have Janice Greenlee here today, and she is the driving force behind Green Root Capital. That is a company committed to acquiring top-tier multifamily properties and cutting-edge storage facilities in high-demand markets. With a strategic focus on both residential and storage solutions, Green Root Capital is dedicated to generating consistent cash flow, building equity, and fostering financial independence for its investors. Under Janice's leadership, the company employs rigorous market research and thorough due diligence to uncover opportunities for value appreciation and attractive returns. Guided by core values of transparency, integrity, and innovation, Janice fosters a collaborative and versatile investment environment, ensuring that partners can confidently navigate their diverse investment choices. Her approach is summed up in the company's mantra, growth opportunities rooted in real estate. Hey, Janice.
Hey, Jackie. Hey, everybody.
And then, of course, we have Scott Johnson. He is a seasoned real estate professional and brings a wealth of experience from his 37-year career as a fire captain to his role as team leader of Fireboss Realty. A Dave Ramsey Master trained financial coach, Scott has been teaching biblical financial principles for over 2 decades, empowering individuals and families to achieve financial stability. For the past 12 years, he has led Fireboss Realty, a family-owned and operated team that includes his wife, Amy, daughter, Carrie Jo, son, Blake, who also serves as a fire captain. Under Scott's leadership, Fireboss Realty embraces a relational approach to real estate, ensuring that every client feels like they are the only client. Guided by the belief that life is relationships and everything else is just the details, Scott and his team are dedicated to meeting the unique needs of each client and with unwavering commitment and personalized service. Welcome, Scott.
Hey, it's exciting to be in Wylie.
Yes, we are so excited you are here. Well, before we get meet our guests, we definitely want to how is everybody feeling? Vanessa, you excited for today?
I am excited. I've already got nuggets. Life is just relationships and everything else, the details.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
We live by it.
Well, let's go ahead and meet our guests. Lyndon, if you want to bring them in. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we are have the pleasure of meeting Shanika and Edward Turner. They are a dynamic duo in the financial services industry, combining their expertise and dedication to make a significant impact on countless families and individuals. Since starting their Primerica business in June of 2012, they have worked together to build a thriving enterprise. With Shanika serving as a national sales director, she oversees 11 regional vice presidents, RVPs, more than 450 licensed agents, and 3 successful locations in the DFW area. Their shared commitment to financial education and empowerment has driven the growth of their business and has positively influenced the lives of many. Married for 16 years, Shanika and Edward have mastered the art of balancing family and business, raising 3 children, and enjoying the joys of grandparenthood. Together, they are a true testament to the power of partnership in both life and business. We are so happy you guys are here. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And then we have Dr. Brandon Eicher with the Wylie Urban Farm Co-op. He is a seasoned expert in small-scale agriculture with over 30 years of experience and holds a PhD in environmental sciences from the University of Arizona. With 15 years as an open innovation scientist and consultant, Brandon combines his extensive knowledge with a passion for community-driven initiatives. As the owner of Wylie Urban Farm Co-op in Wylie, Texas here, he has been instrumental in enhancing access to fresh, local food while fostering a sense of community. Through a blend of educational workshops, local entertainment, and charitable efforts, Brandon is committed to creating a vibrant hub that supports local producers and enriches the community. In addition to his work at the co-op, he helps brands differentiate themselves in the competitive market by leveraging unique value propositions and fostering authentic connections with customers. Guided by the mission to transform unused land into productive spaces, the Wylie Urban Farm Co-op aspires to grow and distribute fresh, organic farm market foods and essentials at a neighborhood scale. We are thrilled you're here, Dr. Eicher.
Excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I think that do we have another guest right now, Lyndon?
What's her name?
There she is. We have a special spotlight guest today where she is going to speak on during our What's Up Wylie segment, Miss Kendra Medina of Hope's Gate. She is a dedicated advocate for vulnerable youth. She found her true calling when she joined Hope's Gate as a volunteer in 2013. With a master's degree in speech language pathology from the University of Texas in Austin, Kendra practiced speech therapy for 18 years before transitioning full-time to her passion for helping orphaned and at-risk children. As the executive assistant to Patty Bauman, the founder and director of Hope's Gate, Kendra plays a crucial role in advancing the organization's mission to support victims of human trafficking and exploitation. Her personal experience as the adoptive mother of an Ethiopian daughter deepens her commitment to the cause. Under her and Patty's leadership, Hope's Gate continues to provide fair wage jobs and educational opportunities to young people in need across 6 countries, transforming lives through skill building and empowerment. Kendra is also a proud mother of 3 teenagers and has been married to her husband, Jason, for 23 years. We are thrilled you're here to join us today, Kendra.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Well, before we take our quick commercial break, everybody just say hello to Wylie.
Hey, Wylie.
Hey, Wylie.
Hello,
All right, we're gonna
Wylie.
Yes, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we get to find out what's going on up here in Wylie called What's Up Wylie. Stay tuned.
The Community Difference Wylie is made possible by Vanessa Cole, owner of the Way Leadership, Janice Greenlee with Green Root Capital, Andrea Kincannon with the Kincannon Agency, Scott Johnson with Fireboss Realty, Jackie Tobar with proven national title, Give Me One and I'll Earn the Rest. The Community Difference Wylie, together, we can make the difference. And now, back to the show.
Are you ready?
Because it's time for
What's Up Wylie?
What's up, Wylie? Well, because we do have our special guest today, Miss Kendra, we want to get started with you. I know you got an event you want to spotlight. Take care of it. Let's go.
Absolutely. I'm excited to tell y'all about it. So before I jump into the event, you did a great job of telling everyone what Hope's Gate does. But yeah, our mission is to bring hope to orphans, victims of human trafficking, and the world's most vulnerable. And we do that by teaching job skills around the world, partnering with different shelters and orphanages and communities that are in poverty, and teaching job skills so that they can practically make things, which we sell right here in downtown Wylie. We have a little store in on Ballard, so come visit us there. And we also have an education fund that we try to send as many of these young people to college as we can. So a lot of them are, they have a really bright future if they have education, which they don't have the means for because of their past and what they've been through. So we have an education fund that started in 2017, and we like to send as many of them for trade school or college as we can. We've had 18 graduate in the past few years, fully like through 4 years of college or more. And then we also are currently supporting 27 worldwide. And that also includes a few in Wylie, right here in Wylie that we've provided scholarships for. So that leads into our event that we're having in October. So October 5th, we're going to have our Hope Under the Stars fundraiser. And this is our second year to have it in Wylie at Old City Park. And we just completely transform Old City Park into a beautiful place. You won't even recognize it as Old City Park. And then we bring in live music. We have our top Wylie chefs do a 5-course meal, sit-down dinner. It's beautiful. We have lights everywhere. We have candles. It's a really spectacular event, and people that have come keep coming. So that says a lot. And then also this year, we're going to have an art auction. So we have some local artists and international artists that are doing art for us, and you'll have the opportunity to bid on that. So lots of great opportunities, but all of this is to fund our mission, our education fund, sending more kids to college, and as well as providing support for those that have been rescued out of human trafficking or have grown up in shelters and just need some assistance. And so we hope you all will come. We are, it's going to be again on October 5th in the evening. And all of our information, if you want to buy tickets, is on our website at hopesgate.org. You can reach us there. Yep, there's the little flyer there, the QR code. But if you can't, get that quick enough, just go to our website at hopesgate.org, and you'll be able to get all of that, or just come by a Hopesgate store, and we'll get you all set up. So make sure you come. Yeah, go ahead, Scott.
For sponsors.
We are still looking for sponsors. Yes, I have a few. I would like to have a few more. We're still looking for a sponsor for our title spot, as well as just any individuals or corporations that would like to come alongside us. That would be a huge blessing for us. So reach out to me. I'm hoping to get those settled in the next few weeks so we can start recognizing you all properly as our sponsors.
And isn't there like a raffle and stuff like that?
There is a raffle also.
And donate something for that.
Yeah. So we ask as many businesses as we can right here in Wylie and in surrounding areas if they have something they want to donate for a raffle, gift card, basket of things, whatever. It could be anything. Then we do have a raffle for that event as well, which is really fun. And we get a lot of really great things. So that's still open if you have something you'd like to donate.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kendra. You're welcome to stay around. We know that you're busy, so if you do have to peace out right now, that's fine too. But we want to go to Vanessa because she's got something super exciting happening. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Super excited for the first time in Wylie. So we have the Way Leadership is also conducting a workshop. It is a fun, innovative workshop for women in leadership. And it's a great way to network as well. It's happening this Saturday, August the 24th from 1 to 5. It is jam-packed with activities, very interactive. So there's a lot going on there. But if you are interested in registering for this one, it's August the 24th. Go to my website, thewayleadership.com, click on events, go ahead and get registered. We'll be ready for you when you come. And if you miss out on this one, we have another one coming up September the 28th at American National. So Either get here on August the 24th or meet me on September the 28th. But it's the Way Leadership putting on our Slim She Leads in Ministry Women's Leadership Workshop.
I love it. Yes.
So, Jack, I want to talk to you about Tippy Toes. Tippy
Yes.
Toes, the new dance company. I actually like to dance. I do. But they are looking for an instructor. So they're hiring for a new instructor for ages 2 through 12. So that's their age group. They do dance classes for community rec centers, schools, and so forth. But they are hiring. So if you are a dance instructor, go to tippytoes.com, tippytoesdance.com.
And as an aside, while they presented yesterday at the chamber during our Business Connect, they do not want people that twerk on the weekends. They want actual dance instructors.
I knew you was going there. I should have told you that was off limits.
I just want to make sure everybody understands that the dance instructors are legit instructors, not just, Jackie from the club. Okay, well, thank you, Vanessa. And they are hiring a dance instructor. And so, yep, Vanessa told you guys to go check them out. Janice, I know you've got some Wylie updates.
I do. And how do I follow twerking? Oh my gosh. Okay. So mine's a little different. So the first thing that I want to mention is, for those of you around here, I spoke with Marianne Olson at the chamber, and the Wylie Championship Rodeo is coming up on September 6th and 7th. Y'all, this is a legit rodeo. It is a championship rodeo. So there's a lot of excitement around that. It is the event of the year for Wylie. So if you haven't been, definitely go. I know that they're really not taking sponsors anymore because they were working on their signage and everything for a while now. But they definitely are wanting to get the word out so that we can get the foot traffic there. Great event. Take your family, take your kids. Super place to be. Let's see. Also, the Wylie nonprofit lunch is this coming Tuesday, so August 29th. They take this time to spotlight all of the nonprofits in the area and give them a chance to, one, network with small businesses, network with each other, and really get the word out about who and what they are. And Marianne said that they can slip a few folks in if you are a nonprofit and you are not familiar with that, you can still get on that list. So definitely reach out to the Wylie Chamber and get on that list. Let's see, what else do I have? I have coming up is, the Wylie Chamber Wednesday networking event every Wednesday morning at 8:00 at the Smith Public Library. The Wylie Chamber does a business connection now. Sorry, I'm used to the old name, but it's now called the Business Connection. So a great place. I know Jackie and Vanessa go regularly.
And now Scott.
And now, so I haven't been in a little bit, so I don't want to.
You're still welcome.
But it's a great place to go and meet other business professionals and nonprofits in the area. So definitely get down there and check it out, whether you're a chamber member or not. Go down there. Okay, and then Thursday is their 501 mixer, and this time it is at the new Ferris Smokehouse. So 5:01 p.m. Definitely go. This is a big hit for the chamber. There's a lot of great small business networking that happens there. So if you can't make the 8 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, it's a great time to go and mingle and mix and meet other folks and maybe find.
And you don't have to be a chamber member to come to the 501 mixer. It's open for everybody, including businesses and just civilians. If you just go and frequent a business, we want you there. So
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm a member also of another group called Master Networks. And on September 11th, it's a Wednesday at 5:30 in the upstairs of Herman Marshall Building downtown, we're doing a speed networking event. We did this a couple of months ago and it was a really big hit. And it's another great way for folks to network and meet other folks and maybe find some collaborative business partners. And this is definitely open to the public. No need to pre-register. Just show up 5:30 Herman Marshall on September 11th. And I will put
last time you guys had a Facebook post about it. Are y'all going to do that again?
Yes, that should be coming out. And in the meantime, I'll put the link in the chat for folks.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think that's all I have.
Perfect. Shanika and Edward, what do you guys have?
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. We have our upcoming business boot camp. We've been in business for 12 years. And so each year, twice a year, we do a business boot camp. And so over the last 12 years, we've graduated over 230 individuals that have gone through our business boot camp and graduated. And it's just for you to learn more about business, more about finance. You know, we like to say we put the fun in finance. And so that's coming up on October 24th. That'll be the first session. So, you know, of course, if you're interested in, you know, putting your foot in the water and learning business while still having your full-time job and just learning more about what that entails, you know, that's always open to the public to you know, inbox us and let us know that you're interested in doing that. I also wanted to mention real quick, this maybe a couple of months ago, I just put out my first book. And it really is, wow. It's 12 years of business experience in this book. I'm a huge journaler, so I love journaling. And this is 12 years worth of journal entries in business, just what I did to get to where we are. And many people were asking me, what do I do? And I would send them snippets of my journal entries, and they kept saying, oh my gosh, that's good. So I put it all in a book, and it's really good. It entails the internal, the external, and beyond when it comes to business. So that's on my website at shanikaturner.com.
Is that some of the stuff you do in the boot camp?
Yes.
And so do you have the website? I'm sorry, did you just ask that, Scott? Is that the website to go find the boot camp?
Yeah.
Well, I sent you the website for my book, but they can also send me their information for the boot camp.
Okay, awesome. That's wonderful. And then Dr. Brandon Eicher, I know he prefers just being called Brandon, but I still appreciate him going to school for all those years. So doctor it is. And what do you have for us today?
Thank you. I got a couple things. First, I want to give a shout out to Rachel Eccles for her efforts with the Wylie Farm Market at the B&B Theaters. I think you guys need to have her on sometime in the future and tell her story a little bit. But we will be there 9/21 from 8 to noon and 10/19 from 8 to noon. Come out. Most people don't know that we even have a farmer's market. And it's a great experience. Lots of stuff, lots of vendors, a really good time. Come buy some interesting produce from myself, talk about the market and what we're trying to do with our time here in Wylie. And our other shout out would be to there's an event at Hidden Pastures, and this is a nonprofit organization where the owners, Brian and Allie, amazing folks, are using equine therapy as a way to help heal individuals, or just have some basic therapy moments outside and touch an animal that kind of has that emotional connection with humans. And I think a lot of people that go through their experience are almost hooked on it, where there's a transformative moment of like being able to be with those large animals. And once, if you've known a horse, you know that they're a very deep animal and very healing. So definitely go out and support them. They have a fall open house at October 12th at 10 a.m. They're across from the Wally Watkins Elementary School. And you can find them on Facebook, but definitely don't miss. I'll set up a booth there. I'll chat. Maybe we'll do some horticultural therapy activities and make up some tasty food. So those are all the two things that I have for this section.
And where's the farmer's market?
Are you still looking for space for the community garden?
Yeah, yes. The farmer's market is at the B&B Theaters. And you can park right there and walk over. And then I am always looking for partners for land to do any and or all the above of agricultural activities. And also looking for physical space to put in a, let's call it a test market, where we can kind of have a fresh local farmer's market all the time in Wylie and gain access to these foods and continue to build that, as you'll learn later in my story, why I'm excited about those things.
I love it.
And
Janice,
all right, I'm going to jump in and interrupt because he's not being self-serving here. and that's okay.
That's okay.
But
aren't you holding a class pretty soon?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah, Janice. Yeah. Then again, on let's see, it's the September 14th, I believe, that Saturday at Herman Marshall at 5. Or no, that's on Saturday morning. So it's like 10 to noon at Herman Marshall. You can get on my website or on the Facebook page and get some more information. But I'll be doing a workshop. It's $50. You can join the co-op with your $50 and get into the class. And we're going to talk about 12 vegetables that I'm pretty sure you haven't heard of, and what their botanical stories were, why they're helpful to our health and wellness, how you can grow these things to 10-foot trees in your backyard in the middle of a gala summer, and then how to prepare some of those things, and give you a little bit of a primer on those delicious leafy greens. So this one's called the Leafy Greens Edition, and I'll do a couple more of those in different categories. And kind of give people a peek on what I mean when I say food forests and health and wellness and ancestral foods, and how we can easily capture that and put that right here in Wylie and create a very unique story for this community. And then you'll see some ways to connect that for other opportunities in the future.
Amazing.
I love it.
I love it.
There's one more thing that's happening, and it's tonight. It is the, oh my gosh, my brain went away. It is the Plano Pod is having their first Business Development Alliance meeting. It is going to be at Urban Rio Cantina and Grill from 4 to 5 p.m. It will be followed by a happy hour at Voodoo Brewery. So if you're interested in more networking opportunities, where this networking group actually gives you, it's free, and it gives you more information about how to leverage your business and how to market your business without being super salesy, you can go and check them out. We would love to have you there. And then also, we've got Frost Bank is having a Chuck Wagon lunch on September the 6th. They will be serving brisket, pinto beans, potato salad, peach cobbler, and iced tea. They didn't say sweet tea, so you may have to bring your own sweetener. And the event is free and open to the public. So we're going to drop all these links into the chat. You can go and check them out and RSVP so that our friend Erin Jameson over there knows exactly how much food to get. And then on September 20th, we have a cornhole tournament for Wylie East. It's called the Dubby's Beanbag Bash. It's going to be at the Williams Center. There's information on that. And then I'm going to end this on a not so great note, but there's road closures, and everybody knows where they are. Because we've all experienced them and everybody's chatting about them on the Book of Face. But the road closures are Mondays through Fridays, starting at 8 p.m. You want to avoid that Parker interchange where it's by Inspiration and that Collin Park Marina entrance. It does take you a back way into I call it the scenic route of Wylie. That's beautiful back there. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to drive that space, but that is all closed. I mean, you can't even go around it. So it will add at least 10 minutes to your trip. So please plan ahead and make sure that you are seeking alternative routes. Anybody else before we go into our next commercial break? Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right. Well, that's all we have today for What's Up Wylie. Stay tuned. We have our business topic next, and you do not want to miss what we have to say. See you soon.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
Hey Texans, hold on to your hats. The Mesquite Championship Rodeo, newest sponsor partner of the Community Difference shows, is back, bigger and better than ever. Witness the heart-pounding action as the best riders in the world compete for glory. Feel the thrill of the chase, the raw power of nature, and the unbreakable spirit of the West. Don't miss your chance to be part of the legend. Get your tickets now for the Mesquite Championship Rodeo or win yours free just for watching the Community Difference shows.
Unwanted pests in your home can be stressful. From creepy crawlies to critters under the floorboards, they disrupt your peace of mind. But don't worry. All Pest Solutions is here to help. We offer a comprehensive range of safe and effective pest control solutions. We target all types of pests, big or small, including insects, rodents, and wildlife. All Pest Solutions, your local experts for a pest-free home. Breathe easy and enjoy your life again. Call today for a free quote. 972-442-1169 or email us at customerservice@allpestsolutions.com.
Buying a home? It should be an exciting time, not a stressful one. At Proven National Title, we understand that buyers want fast, reliable, transparent, seamless, convenient title and closing services. Therefore, our services are not limited to our office or yours. Let Jackie Tobar and all the fine folks at Proven National Title help make your dream of homeownership a reality. Call us today for a smooth and stress-free closing. Contact us at 972-752-8540 or email at jackie.tobar@provennationaltitle.com. Proven National Title. Give me one and I'll earn the rest.
Get Her Done Home Remodeling, based in Wylie, Texas, is a family-owned business that has become a trusted name across the DFW Metroplex. Meet Robert Ridlin, proud owner along with his wife Kiana, of Get Her Done Home Remodeling. With years of construction experience, Robert and his team deliver award-winning, dependable, and trustworthy service. Get Her Done Home Remodeling, where your home dreams become reality.
To belong is one of our most basic human needs. Best Buddies International is the world's largest organization dedicated to ending the social isolation of 200 million individuals who have intellectual and developmental disabilities. We focus on meaningful one-to-one friendships, integrated employment, leadership development, and inclusive living. You have the power to make an impact, create change, and champion our mission of inclusion today.
And now, back to the show.
Welcome back, Wylie. We are talking about differentiation, the art of standing out in a crowded market. And as we all know, the one that I love speaking about the most is Coke, like Coca-Cola, right? Brand relevance, understanding who they are. And just every month I feel like I bring them up because they are the epitome. They're not a small business anymore, right? They started that way, but they set themselves out in different ways. I don't know that I really see any Coca-Cola advertisement on TV, but I do see it when I go into like a Cinemark, right? Like I see it there. They advertise there, even though I'm drinking their drink anyway. But so this is about the art of standing out in a crowded market. If you were producing some sort of a soda drink, how would you overcome that? And we're not talking about that specific soda drink. It's just to kind of give you an idea of how we are diving into this topic and understanding what sets us apart, and how do we differentiate ourselves when the market is saturated with people that do the same thing we do. And we're going to start with Janice. Janice, I want you to kind of interview, Dr. Eicher and just talk to him about his business and how that goes, and just take it away.
Yeah. So thanks, Jackie. I think he has such a unique story, and my question for him is definitely a little bit different. I love the subject of standing out in a crowded market. However, to me, he has a business that isn't saturated, at least in our area. But we're so saturated with all kinds of noise and lots of different businesses and things that could make him just get drowned out because people aren't aware of who he is, what he does, and how it can benefit them. And so I really want to hear from him as how he's been able to get the attention in just any kind of a crowded market.
Yeah, thank you, Janice, for that. It's interesting, kind of keying off of what you were talking about. And I wrote this down below the title of your topic here. And I wrote down, you need to create a crowd to stand out in it. And,
that's good.
Even my own story of a small entrepreneur is mixed in with the rest of the stories of people that, have a bread thing or cookies, or they're passionate about plant-based milk, or, whatever it is. You spend a lot of your time, as any of us know, kind of evangelizing what it is you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sometimes blindly and openly into the dark void of the internet. And not often even post-pandemic, we kind of found ourselves in this world of being even in more of a silo of ideas and operations and not really being able to connect. So, for me, I have to tell my brand and my story in a unique way. I'm lucky because the things I'm interested in are already unique. A vegetable from West Africa already has a cool story for it. It's not my story. It's somebody else's grandma's story that we just need to transform and bring here locally to things.
Right.
So I don't worry about my issue so much. It's this idea that we don't have a community connecting point to create that crowd for those people to actually connect and stand out in, and then a little bit of visible hand kind of guiding and hand holding there to get them to understand who their customer is, what that value proposition is, what their feedback is, and it give them that really quality platform to say, hey, would you like to try to do this in a safe space where failure can happen for low amounts of dollars, and somebody can help you tell that story, and then you can meet other groups of people in your community that might be interested in your story and immediately get that feedback. And I fear that where we are as a country now in our innovation kind of is slacking, and we're really having a hard time kind of getting to the next stage where we need to be. This isolation and siloing of work is a real killer, because when you need to talk to the people that are wanting your stuff, you need to talk to your customers and engage with them. And that's never been harder, unfortunately. We've never been more connected, yet so unconnected.
So disconnected, right.
In history, right? So really the need to build something like this is important to me as a new community member, and allowing us to have that crowd to tell those stories with a little bit of help. And I think that's a real firecracker of an idea for building and boosting a local economy and creating that community that unites us rather than divides us.
Do you find that you have created some really good collaborative partnerships to make that happen, or at least to start getting you down that road? And if so, can you tell me about how you went about doing that?
Yeah, this effort, as many know, probably it does take a lot of partnerships. The whole idea is relationships. It's cooperatively owned producers working together. We're not, subjugating ourselves to the pay of others. We're saying, here's our product. There's some overhead on these things. But I think that really reaching out to the nonprofits of the area who are doing wellness activities is an important component. And I'll tell you why a little bit later. So that we can deliver wellness in this platform, not only from a nutritional perspective, but from that healing kind of community perspective. And then I think that within other partnerships like growing stuff, there's kind of a challenge here because we don't really have growers anymore here in North Texas. Our agricultural scene is basically bleeding out. We're turning farms into subdivisions as fast as any other place in this country. And, Wylie used to be really known for things like onions and all that. And you'd be surprised how hard it is just to find an individual to partner with to actually say, hey, I would like you to grow $10,000 worth of onions, and I would like to buy them from you, or $30,000 worth of chickens at a reasonable rate, and I'd like to buy them with you. There's that knowledge is leaving us rapidly, and it will continue over the next decade. And so it's me wanting to create these relationships, and I wish I could clone myself 10 times over, because I want to do chickens, I want to do eggs, I want to do beef, I want to do honey, I want to do bread. I want all these things to happen. And the list continues to grow. Yeah, it continues to, and you go, well, when you reach out to my community, you go, oh crap, the community's gone. And that's fearful for me. Now, the way I think about it from a local perspective, I want to draw like 100-mile radius around our region here and say, let's play in this playground and see if we can't get folks to do things. That doesn't mean everything has to be produced here. And in fact, some stuff, it's quite silly to produce it here. But when we used to have this thing and used to be part of this, maybe even 30 years ago, every roadside farm stand was full of stuff, and you had lots of producers. And there's lots of internal and external economic factors that are kind of messing with that right now. And I think that if we don't do something about it soon, we're going to be in a world of hurt when we really need these resources in another decade or two. And it takes a long time to grow a tree.
So how many?
And Dr. Brandon, I like something that you were saying earlier about the relationships. What I'm hearing is a lot about relationships. And with all of our businesses, that's our common ground, right? Is building those relationships. And that's how the partnerships are forming, from the deepened relationships that we're having with one another. And just Shanika and Edward, when you think about this partnership, and the relationships that you all have, because I know for the most part, when you all are meeting those that are coming and joining along with you, they're more than likely already have an existing business, or they have jobs that they're working on. Tell us how you authentically, in your field, how do you soar in that by bringing them over to you? How does that work for you and you being your authentic self?
Well, just like I like how he said about the relationships. I think in this virtual world, we have become so disconnected with genuine relationships. And so it's getting back out in the community. It really is connecting with individuals face to face, and having that sets you apart today, because we've become so convenienced with virtual.
Correct.
And so when you have that type of relationship, you're able to do a little bit more and collaborate more with those type of relationships.
And you all mentioned earlier, Edward, were you going to say something?
Oh, no. I was letting her finish.
Oh, okay. I know she had mentioned earlier, but I think it's your 17th boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, that is something different. That is something I don't see on social media, is these boot camps. Talk to us about how these boot camps happen and what have they done for you in your industry?
Oh, wow. I love our boot camps. So I'm a former educator. And so I took what I learned as a teacher and a counselor, and I brought it to business. And so the boot camp allows individuals to learn more about business without having to leave their security net of their job. And like I said, we do it twice a year, and we really get involved with people, and they get to really learn more about business. We have a huge graduation ceremony. And I think what steps that apart is that people like learning new things.
Okay.
Right.
So what does that
it
boot
allows
camp
them to
experience
learn
look like?
something new, and people want to know business. They're just afraid of the unknown. They're afraid of, I have to stop doing my job and do business. Like, no, come learn this on a part-time basis. Come learn more about business, and then see where it goes from there. But
and I think Scott had a question.
He had a great question.
What does that boot camp experience look like?
We want the details.
You want the details. So it's 10 weeks. And we meet twice a week, Thursday night. So it's for someone that has a full-time job. So we meet Thursday nights and Saturday mornings for those 10 weeks. And we truly go through the ins and outs of starting your business. We talk about relationships. We talk about connections. We talk about how to relate to people, how to answer their questions, how to create your platform in the business world. And so we break down those steps. So each time we meet, they have homework assignments.
That's really good. That's really good, because
part of me giving them homework assignments.
Yeah, and see, here's when I hear you say that, here's what I'm taking away, is that I don't just want your business. I want to help you. I want to educate you so that you grow in business. Even if you don't want this, I'm going to educate you. I'm going to give you something to take away. And then not only that, like you said, as a teacher, I'm going to give you something to work on too, so that you grow in that. That sets you apart. Most times people are just about growing their business, not pouring into others and not sharing the knowledge there. And I love that. Thank you for sharing that. That sets you apart from me.
Yeah, that's definitely the art of standing out in that crowded market.
Yes.
That's very innovative. I've not heard that. Scott, did you have another question for Dr. Eicher that you were going to ask?
Yeah, I did. I was wondering how many local partners you've actually got now, and do you have like local farms and things like that you're currently working with?
Yeah, we're probably up to about 12 or 13 partners. Some of them are in flux of like, I identified a property and I'm still kind of installing enough materials to get things rocking there. But I'm actually overwhelmed a little bit by the interest of all these things. I'm a little bit short on the meat folks, and that, you can't find a duck egg within 100 miles of here to make up a couple dozen. So we're just looking for other leadership within the Wylie agricultural region to be a part of this. And I find no shortage of support and partnerships. I just find shortage of needing 3 more of me to get some of this going. Yeah. I think there'll be a lot more partnerships to have, making a better partnership with the city of Wylie, really hammering home the fact that we need places that are not work, not home, that are third places where we can connect with community, places where we can build new relationships. And that's, it's like the cart before the horse kind of thing. Like, I'm relatively new to this region, so I've been working really hard to try to, make enough connections to get what I need done. And it's great because, we've got honey folks we can tap into. We got bread folks we can tap into. We got wholesale producers that can get stuff a little bit further out of town and bring that in to provide a core offering. And it's looking great, but that's kind of what we have as far as partners at this stage, and just looking for more people to talk to and connect with every day of the week.
I love it. Well, we appreciate you guys for being here. We're super excited to hear more about your actual stories. We're going to go into a deep dive, which is our next segment. So stay tuned. You do not want to miss it. We want to know more about our guests. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
Frisco Fighters prepare to reach new heights at Comerica Center this spring. From competitive matchups to exciting theme nights, you won't want to miss a second of the action. Join us and experience high-scoring, hard-hitting indoor football that's fun for the whole family to enjoy. Visit FriscoFighters.com for game highlights, tickets, or to reserve your spot at the Tarmac Tailgate Party.
Everyone deserves access to affordable health insurance, but with traditional insurance, costs can be high and getting coverage can be complicated. JP Direct Health is a simpler, more affordable way to get the health coverage you need. With plans for individuals, families, and small businesses, you can save money on monthly premiums without the need for physicals. At jpdirecthealth.com, we specialize in customizing coverage to fit almost every budget with affordable PPO plans and many other benefits. With over 100 5-star Google reviews, JP Direct Health is a trusted resource making health insurance affordable and accessible for everyone year-round. Affordable health insurance solutions are a proactive protection, not a reactive solution. Visit jpdirecthealth.com today and see how much you can save.
I'm always here to help. Thank you.
Enjoy DFW's most fun, affordable night out and catch the Rough Riders, the AA affiliate of the Rangers, at beautiful Riders Field in Frisco. The Riders are back home Tuesday through Sunday. The weekend opens with classic TV night on Friday, baseball and paradise night on Saturday, and Touch a Truck night presented by Alpha and Omega Equipment on Sunday. Don't miss fireworks on Friday and Sunday presented by Globe Life as well. Get your tickets at ridersbaseball.com. The Frisco Rough Riders, the future stars of your Texas Rangers.
Are you or someone you know pregnant or planning to conceive? Caitlin Smith is both a certified childbirth doula and instructor offering childbirth classes to couples wanting an unmedicated, physiological birth outside of the hospital setting. Caitlin has served the local community since 2021 and specializes in working closely with midwives, all while best supporting a mother's physical body, her partner, and the birth environment. You can contact Caitlin through Instagram at thismamadoula or email her at caitlinsmithdoula@gmail.com to learn more about childbirth classes or her doula services.
Are you looking to buy a home? The process can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. With the help of a qualified loan officer like Paul Fisher, you can get the financing you need and get into your dream home. Paul Fisher, a direct local lender with Certainty Home Lending, has many years of experience helping people buy homes. He's knowledgeable, experienced, and he'll work with you to find the best loan for your needs. Contact Paul Fisher today to get started on your home buying journey. He'll help you every step of the way, so you can relax and focus on finding your dream home. Visit www.loansbyfisher.com or call 817-308-7361 to schedule a consultation with Paul. MLS number 2018111.
Now back to the show.
Welcome back, Wylie. I know that the last segment made you want to keep learning more about our amazing guests today. And right now we get to do a deep dive into who they actually are. And I want to start with Vanessa, you and the Turners over here. And just, Vanessa has a knack for interviewing and she always comes up with some great questions. And I hope I didn't put you on the spot with that, but I am super excited to hear, you and the Turners talk about their experiences. So take it away.
Well, I really want to know because earlier Shanika mentioned that she was a teacher and she was a counselor. And I just want to know what drove you over to here. You know, what drew you to your profession of financial wealth and teaching on it?
Money has always been a special topic for me.
Well, tell the truth.
Okay, I'll tell the truth. Yeah, so there's two different reasons. One, when my mom passed away, she didn't have life insurance, and I saw the other side of the coin when you don't have things in place and how that can hinder and hurt the family, you know, in that situation. So that was one reason that piqued my interest. And then being in the school system, I've seen a lot of teachers that retire and then come back. They have the retire, rehire. And I said, okay, what is it that we don't know that's keeping us from enjoying this retirement life that's being showcased in front of us? How come many can't do that? And so I wanted to learn more about money and just what does that look like? What does retirement look like? How do you protect your family? You know, what is it that we need to learn so that we can prevent those pitfalls from happening?
And what I heard from you is that you identified a need. And by identifying that need, that, you know, took you to that next thing of, okay, let's find out more information about this finances and how it happened. I know when you and I talk, it reminds me of you said at that time, there was no GoFundMe when your mom passed away. So
it was go ask family members.
Yeah. And so what grade did you teach?
I taught the little ones. I taught second grade. The majority of my years of teaching was second grade. And so I didn't want to go higher. I like the little ones.
Well, that's probably why you're sensitive to the boot camp thing, is because you have that patience and that adoration for people and their learning. And so you're a little more, or you're a lot more patient with needing them to understand. And it's not so much of teaching them to the test. It's more of really making sure that they understand what they're learning, because those are the fundamental years. So that's awesome. Thank you for that. I mean, thank you for your service of being an educator for so long. It was awesome.
Let me jump in here just a second. I'd like to hear how Edward got into this.
Yeah, Edward, how did you get into it?
Oh, again, we and Shanika, when we kind of got into the business, I kind of was on the forefront of her doing something different because, again, the politics of her being a teacher, and again, retirement was big in my, on my list too. So the fact that the company allowed us to kind of, build an organization, own a book of business that we could kind of pass on to our family, it was kind of for me a no-brainer because I was a small business owner from the start. When we joined the business, I started my business as a mobile mechanic, and then I wanted Shanika to have something as well, because again, just being an entrepreneur. You want your wife to have the same lifestyle as you. So I didn't want her working a job, to be honest. So when Primerica came to us, it was a perfect fit for her because we saw it as educating our communities, our people, the middle class on, again, finance, insurance, and just kind of the message that we always felt that we missed out in school for some reason. But again, just being able to spread that message, help others kind of attain, hear the message and just be able to kind of help them with their family's finances as well.
Well, I got a follow-up.
I mean, the two of y'all working together like that.
I had a follow-up.
I'm sorry.
With my wife
we just in there, Scott. You go, and then I'll go.
How is it being in business with your wife? Because I do the same thing.
Yeah. Be careful with that answer. She's right there next to you.
And it's recorded.
Exactly.
My wife, it's been a blessing. The biggest thing is I appreciate, again, like I'm sure Scott do as well. Just being that, I mean, when we had a mentor that said, one time that, for the most part, how does it feel as a man to have another man telling your wife what to do? And when I heard that message, I was like, oh yeah, she ain't working for nobody ever again. So, it was, but again, working together has been a blessing. I love the fact that, again, that we can do something, build something together versus just kind of going separate ways. But no, it's been truly a blessing.
How are y'all balancing that? When do you take the hat off from professional and, have your own personal relationship? And because I know I see y'all on trips all the time, but, when do you stop talking about the business? How do you balance that?
We're learning that now.
I tell you what, when you making pretty good money, you figure it out. You know, I ain't gonna lie, when business is good, you know, you figure it out. You know, it's when the money ain't coming in, that's when the problem starts.
That's when you never want to stop talking about it. That's awesome.
Oh,
well,
wow.
thank you for that. Janice, I want to give you an opportunity to dive into Dr. Eicher's story as well.
Okay, great. So, I mean, it's a great story. I'd love to hear just kind of how you got started briefly. But then also, one thing that I want you to do for the audience and for the other folks here is I want you to really tell them, like, paint us a picture of what you really envision, because I think that you'll have, one, I want to know and I want them to know, but also if there are folks that can get behind you, I think it'll really be good for you to share that vision with us.
Yeah, thank you. You know, I've lived other parts of the country and been a part of some of these amazing experiences and got to watch other entrepreneurs, you know, deliver this experience to the community. And, you know, I think, well, let me back up a little bit and kind of tell you a little bit about me. And then I want to tell you a story about what it means when you walk into a space and you kind of go, oh, yeah, this is nice. Like, I got the jive. There's a vibe here. There's something like interesting that I want from this particular, it could be a soda pop or it could be a restaurant or whatever. So, you know, I have a bit of an interesting background from kind of being a rural kid from Ohio, lots of agriculture. I've got blue medals and, you know, quick breads from the Claremont County Fair or whatever, that kind of stuff. Always had a small garden growing up and running through the woods and really feeling part of that kind of rural fabric of America and what that means to be a producer of goods for our country. And then kind of getting educated and maybe even overly educated, arguably, in a number of different interesting things: ecology, microbiology, molecular biology, all kinds of things I think that are important to understand how the world around us works. And then being able to kind of take all the excitement, put a little bit of business innovation hat on of like, how do we define a value proposition and how do you discover a customer? And, you know, I kind of agree with what they were saying before of you know, we don't get taught this stuff in school. You might get 4 degrees and some advanced stuff, but they don't teach PhDs how to do business. It just doesn't happen. You can go get that branded by fire out in the real world in a corporation, or you can go get an MBA or something like that, or take the Turner's course. And that's a bit challenging.
That's a nice plug.
Yeah. No, I do this stuff, and I'd rather, you know, I'd want to come and check out your stuff and see that there's no one way to do business. Everybody's got these personal perspectives about how to do work, and I think people want you to believe that there's one way to do business, but I don't believe that that's true. And so, you know, getting those types of components together and then kind of looking back about what our country is about and what our heritage is about, and what it is we can do about it, kind of going forward to kind of create what I would like to think is the globalization country where we had a lot of local producers and lots of great jobs, and people were able to kind of make more money for themselves and support most of a family off of one income. That's no longer possible for a number of different reasons. So I got to go to travel over the place, right? I've been to Michigan for a decade. I went to grad school in Arizona. When I worked for a corporation in Michigan, I got to travel and experience stuff and look at people's concepts and stories. So living those places and coming here, I just see nothing but potential. I see something that we have a large community here. There's lots of land. There's lots of people kind of looking for places. I get a lot of great feedback about what we're trying to do. And that leads me sort of also being like a book nerd, like researchy kind of dude that really wants to figure out what the fabric of these movements are about and kind of how to, lack of a better term, exploit them a little bit, but for good reasons, right? Not for making billions of dollars at Amazon. And putting this concept of creating a space for people, good ecology, good human ecology, right? You can do ecology of microbes, you can do ecology of lions. Not a lot of people are learning about the ecology of what the human experience needs to be. And a lot of us look back in a very short period of time and say, well, this is what humans are supposed to be. And I'm like, I think you need to go a little bit further back and kind of pre-industrial kind of thing, and really understand what a human would eat without a bunch of like stuff around to make it convenient for you. And when we talk about like those historical perspectives, as much as maybe 20, 30,000 years ago, one of the things that we think of a major hypothesis of how agriculture got started was feasting. So just the whole role of making a bunch of interesting plants, animals, or whatever, and putting them in a large abundance so that other people could go do stuff, was more about the power and control of the population and putting that effort to create these amazing feasts of food so that there's influence and empire and all these different things. But what is that called? What is that thing that we've been intentionally ingrained for thousands of years to respond to? And some authors hypothesize that things like synesthesia, meaning it's sound, it's taste, it's texture, it's light, it's mood, it's the vibrance of the situation. So when you walk into a restaurant and go, damn, this restaurant's really happening, that's the mood that most people are looking for to create, to get that engagement with folks.
So you're saying that when I taste a food and it takes me back to a different time in my life, or it reminds me of something, people did research and they're doing that to me on purpose?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Awesome.
It's just that there's not a lot of interest in trying to make you buy carrots, and more so a highly processed, highly profitable, shelf-stable, health-degrading thing.
Wow. Right. I love the fact that you are looking to bring lots of people in the community that have nothing to do with each other together.
Yeah.
For the sake of their health in lots of different ways. Great food, great exercise, monetary benefits, all of the things that can help them be less stressed, less overweight, less whatever, and have a small business at the same time.
Yeah, it's huge. And it goes a little bit further on that. And I just want to read you a quick statistic about why I also think that things like this are so important. The USDA did a study they published in 2020. I started at the USDA, the US Surgeon General did a study in 2023. And they published something quite alarming to me, that loneliness is the same as smoking about 15 cigarettes a day as far as quality of life impacts later in life.
Wow.
Isn't that terrifying?
Yeah.
And we're all over here doing these different things, and we're getting manipulated by a bunch of different folks that have different interests than us. And a lot of people are charged with the idea of like no smoking and, watch your carbs and, lots of messaging out there about what is trying to attempt to kill us. But I don't see too many folks really rallying around this need for a regular habitat, if you will, for community connection, when we know that it's as deadly as anything else.
Yeah.
And that there's no one, I've been working at this for years, and there's no one, knocking down my door to say, hey, Brandon, here's a couple $1 million. Why don't you make this happen? Even though I'd like to.
Right.
But these things are essential to our community wellness and being. And we've got elder care issues and child care issues and all kinds of stuff that's coming in the pipeline that we're not ready for. And we need more of these spaces, right?
Gotcha.
Yep.
We do.
Well, I appreciate everybody giving us their deep dive. We learned a lot more about Dr. Eicher and the Turners, and we're going to be right back, and we get to learn a little bit more about, or get to do some more fun stuff with them. And so stay tuned.
At the Community Difference Business Development Alliance, powered by the Difference Media, LLC, our mission is to empower small business owners by transcending acceptable behaviors and outcomes into exceptional realms. We foster a culture of self-awareness, accountability, and proactive engagement, guiding individuals to recognize and overcome indifference towards transformative actions, habits, behaviors, and processes driving meaningful change. Through strategic networking, impactful content creation, and innovative top-of-mind strategies, we cultivate brand relevance and differentiation, enabling our partners and the Difference community to stand out in crowded markets. With a focus on building authentic connections, amplifying brand presence, and driving sustainable growth, we equip entrepreneurs with the tools and mindset to navigate the complexities of entrepreneurship with confidence, innovation, and resilience. Together, we aim to be the catalyst for difference makers, propelling them towards their highest potential and leaving a lasting impact on their businesses and communities. That's where our community podcasts come in. These podcasts lie directly at the intersection of innovative business development and community involvement, helping to bridge the gap between small business obscurity often seen in our communities. The community-based podcasts called the Community Difference Series are an integral part of integrating all facets of modern business development into a package of great content, positive impact branding, and top-of-mind presence, thus fulfilling the greater mission we set forth. When we set out to be difference makers, we can learn to make a difference and find the success and impact innately desired by all business owners and entrepreneurs. We are difference makers.
Are you ready?
Rapid fire.
Welcome back. As a quick note, before we get into rapid fire, I wanted to mention and remind everybody that we have a Business Development Alliance meeting tonight over at the Urban Rio Cantina and Grill from 4 to 5, followed by a happy hour at Voodoo Brewery in downtown Plano. So the link is already in the chat, but I believe that Lyndon will push it back out. So if you guys are interested, you know where to find everybody. But for our last segment, we get to do rapid fire and final thoughts. We're going to quickly go around and just have a little bit of fun, and then we're going to leave everybody with a little bit of a more intimate conversational question. So true or false, penguins can fly?
False.
False.
True.
False.
False.
A single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto.
No.
True.
True.
I don't know.
It is true. And it's so weird. Whoever eats one piece of spaghetti, like I just say piece of spaghetti. I don't say give me a spaghetto. It's so weird.
Spaghetti to me, and that comes out of the can and it's round.
Right? Like a spaghetto. Test your knowledge. These are like, are you smarter than a fifth grader questions? So
Oh no. Okay.
Yes, you know everybody's gonna bomb this.
We have a doctor on the show. We're good.
What is the process by which plants make their food?
Hypochondry.
No.
No. Chlor.
Doc, you know this.
He was giving everybody an opportunity.
I know, right?
We appreciate you, doctor. We appreciate you, Dr. Ray.
Photosynthesis.
Yes. How many continents are there?
7.
Man, that was fast, Edward. How many states are there in the United States?
52.
51. 52.
It's just 50. The others are just territories.
It's 50 with a couple territories.
50 on the.
But do you consider Pennsylvania and Massachusetts? They're commonwealths. That's so weird. They're in the song. Let's just do it.
And Texas is its own country.
I know.
Here's that thought-provoking question. If you could change one habit or aspect of your daily routine that you believe would significantly improve your life, what would it be? Janice, I'm starting with you.
I actually have a great answer for that. I would get outside every morning. Seriously, every morning. I don't do it now because it's stinking hot in the middle of summer. But I love to be outside and start my morning with a cup of coffee on the patio.
There's studies about needing that vitamin D like 30 minutes a day in the sun, like not with your phone, just literally baking.
I want my feet on the ground, on the earth.
Yeah. Scott?
I don't know that I've got a daily, but I about every October will get away and go do the yearly plan. I will plan out the next year and just spend 3 or 4 days just with God doing that. I didn't do that last year and I missed it. So are you
having a harder year because you didn't do it?
Well, I had a very busy year, but I don't feel like it was a planned event. I like to have a plan know the plan, work the plan. And I didn't have one this year. The year was awesome, but it was more chaotic than I wanted it to be.
Yeah. Edward and Shanika? Y'all still
I would
not
wake up early and go work out. I was gonna say, did you say have sex?
No.
I thought I heard you say that. No.
That would be
no,
something I would say.
early.
But no, I did not say
Your
that. I said
husband
y'all do
says-
not have to be the same thing.
Your husband says, yes, that's what she said.
Stop fishing. That's what I probably do.
Oh my gosh.
Look how calm he is in the background too.
He said what he said. Look.
I
He
know.
said what he said.
Yeah. Dr. Eicher?
I think for me, it would be an attempt to try to consume on average less than 3 to 5 ounces of meats, products, dairy products, any type of thing like that a day. Would be a really great thing to try to attempt. It's very extremely difficult in North Texas to do such a thing, but I think that for me is a health and wellness foundation that we all can potentially shoot for.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's
Vanessa?
I think an opportunity to give daily would improve my life.
But what are you talking about giving? Because I feel like you do give.
But daily.
Okay.
I think daily.
You
Yeah,
can
I
give
give
me a call anytime you need to meet that goal, Ms. Vanessa.
you know, just a word of encouragement. You know, sometimes when you're just consumed and you're continuing to consume, it just sometimes messes with my balance. So I think if I'm giving, I'm more focused on giving away something or encouraging someone that will help me daily.
Definitely. Lyndon, did you want to get in on this question? He was having some tech issues. All right. Oh, okay. Well, mine would definitely be like Shanika, and I would definitely do the workout thing. And I've set that time in the mornings, and I just wake up and lay there. I keep telling my husband, like, I'm just training my body to be awake. Like one step at a time. But my birthday's tomorrow, so tomorrow's like a brand new day. I'm a new baby, and I'm
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I will be 39 for real.
Come on, start the new regimen.
Happy birthday to you.
It's my birthday. But we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity, all of our guests have an opportunity to tell everybody that is listening, maybe not watching, how to find them. So Dr. Eicher, will you tell everybody how to find you?
Yeah, you could go to our .com. So it's WylieUrbanFarmCoop.com. We are also on Facebook with the same handle, Instagram with the same handle. My email and cell phone are on there. And then I hope to see everybody's smiling faces on the 2 farmers markets. I think it was the 21st of September and the 19th of October at the B&B theaters, where I can interrogate you about your vegetable consumption.
I mean, I love that.
All right. Let's have at it. Emotional support hugs afterwards. Yeah.
Definitely. Edward and Shanika, where can everybody find you guys?
Okay. On Facebook, both of our names on Facebook, on Instagram. I even have a TikTok now. It's called Coach Nikki. And then my website, ShanikaTurner.com.
I love it. Everybody should have their name as a website. Well, it was a fantastic time. Everybody got to join us today. And I hope that y'all got some information, all y'all watching on our business topic. Join us every Thursday. Right now, I believe we just have 2 a month, but we will always have one playing. So every Thursday at 11:30 a.m., come join us. We would love to see you and hear from you. So let us know. I'll see you next time.
Thank y'all for
Thank you
visiting
for
with
watching
us today.
today's The Community Difference Wylie is made possible by Scott Williams with Fireboss Realty, Vanessa Cole, owner of the Way Leadership, Janice Greenlee with Green Root Capital, Andrea Kincannon with the Kincannon Agency, Jackie Tobar with Proven National Title, Give me one and I'll earn the rest. The Community Difference Wylie, together, we can make the difference.